Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an Agatha Christie book haul because I received lots of Agatha Christie books for Christmas, so I thought I'd show you all just in a separate video. So let's get straight into it. So the first book that I received was very kindly received from the lovely Ange from Beyond the Pages. This was the third book that she sent me and it was Crooked House by Agatha Christie. I asked for this because this was one of the books that I just didn't own. It's one of her standalones and it's about a family that live in a big mansion, I believe, and the kind of head of the family gets murdered by a lethal injection, hence the syringe. And then suspicion immediately falls on his widow, who's like 50 years younger than him. So that sounded quite interesting, so thank you, Ange. I also very kindly received from my best friend in the kind of outer world of YouTube, and this was Little Grey Cells, The Quotable Poirot, and I absolutely love this. This is by HarperCollins, and I don't know if you can see the details on it, but it's absolutely beautiful with this kind of Art Deco like vibe, and this moustache is actually kind of velvety to the touch, and there's a little velvet one here. It's absolutely beautiful. The details are divine. These are the end papers. Inside the book we have Living with Poirot, and Agatha Christie discusses her relationship with Hercule Poirot, which is quite an interesting one to hear about. And then of course we go into the quotes. So we have quotes on different subjects from of course all the different books, and they're absolutely fantastic, and when you're in a bit of a bad mood they're brilliant to kind of pick you up. So we have things such as food and drink. We have sections on the English. They're brilliant and funny, and if you have someone that loves Poirot or loves Hastings or anything like that, then you should definitely get them this book because they will really appreciate it and love you forever for it, if they didn't already. And then my boyfriend from the Book People bought for me the 5 book set of Tommy and Tuppence's works, which I was super grateful for. The only thing about these is they are not the kind of normal size of Agatha Christie books. So if I compare for you, so this is one of the Tommy and Tuppence ones that I'm about to kind of show you, and this is the other normal one. So you can see in the collection they do stand out. So if you're kind of bothered about all of your ones looking the same and being the same size and stuff, you won't want these. But they were good value for money and I'm not that bothered. So I have to start off with The Secret Adversary, which is the very first Tommy and Tuppence, which I have actually read before, but now I'm glad that I own the morning kind of matching editions. So The Secret Adversary, if you haven't read it, tells the story of Tommy and Tuppence right from the beginning. It's just after the First World War. They're both unemployed and they're looking to kind of do something and make a difference. So they start off this kind of young detective agency thing and they get themselves involved in some pretty sticky situations. It's good. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now because I'm going to do it in a separate review. The next one is Partners in Crime, and this I think is short stories. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's short stories, and I actually think Tommy and Tuppence will probably work better in a short story format, so I'm really looking forward to reading this next. The next one is N or M, so this is a Second World War book, which is always interesting. Then I have By Pricking of My Thumbs, which ITV did this as a Miss Marple one. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if she suddenly pops up in this, but it was a very interesting story anyway, and that's what intrigued me to read it. So I think it's pretty much a similar thing. So Tommy and Tuppence go and visit their aunt in a nursing home, and then this kind of woman talks about a child behind a fireplace and weird things kind of going on in the nursing home, and it gets all mixed up in a murder. So very interesting. And then the last one I actually think sounds the most interesting, which is Postern of Fate, and it's about Tommy and Tuppence, who they've just kind of bought this old house in a quaint English village, and they inherit all the kind of the bric-a-bracy stuff in it, and they inherit the books of the house as well. And Tuppence is going through a book called The Black Arrow, and there's underlinings in the book, and the underlinings, when she jots them all down, spell out Mary Jordan did not die naturally. And of course then they get middled up into a murder, which is going to sound super good, and really looking forward to reading this. But I will leave this until last because I will read these in order. So there we have it. That was my Agatha Christie book haul. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found a book in here that you think, oh, I quite would like to get my hands on that. And as usual, I will leave links to all of the books down in the description box below. I will leave the ones to the book people as well as the book depository, so you can take your pick. So take care for now, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Bye!